Hello friends!
It's freaking Max!
Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a little something crazy today with this palette. So let's go ahead. I got this eye done already. Let's do this eye. This is a little different. We're doing a voiceover today. I'm going in first with shade Derry out of the It's Freakin Bats palette, Shroud and Beautbean. Beautbean recently changed her name to battybean, so just so you know that. Same person. I am just going over the crease piece to get this dark shade in the crease. Okay, look at the fallout under my eye. Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit of setting spray on this. And I am just going over without the crease piece and darkening up a little bit. Going in with shade Trappa. This is just kind of a mid-tone. I'm going above the crease, but below my brow bone, really lightly. You can kind of see it better here. I'm blending it in. I'm using a clean brush so that I can blend the two shades together. I want a nice blend between Trappa and Derry. So I'm darkening up the corner and I am starting to smoke out the lower lash line. The great thing about the shadow shields is you kind of are making your line. You can just make a big old mess with this. I believe I got these at Ulta. And again, using another clean brush to soften and blend it out a little bit. Now we're going in with shade Handbook. I love this shade. It is gorgeous. I'm going to do another look with the blues in this palette and with this shade because I adore it. I just want my whole eye to be this shade, honestly. It's like a chartreuse shimmer. You'll notice I didn't do my brows today. I wanted to do something a little different. And with what I have going on here, brows would be a little bit crazy. And then I'm doing the opposite. The shadow shields. So it's shadowshields.com, I believe is the website. I'm just taking Handbook and working on the inner corner and blending it out into Derry. You'll notice I keep looking at my other eye and going back and forth. Next we have Zero. And what I'm going to do is I just lift my head up a little and I'm kind of doing Zero as a highlight on my upper brow. And I hadn't done this side yet. I wanted you to see both sides what I'm doing. I'm just sweeping it across and blending it down into Handbook a little bit and then putting my hat back down. Just so it kind of peeks out from underneath my hat a little bit. Now I'm blending Handbook into that a little more. I'm applying Zero with my finger. Pressing it on. I do have an eyeshadow primer on. Make sure you get the inner corner really well. I love this shade Derry. I just want to wear it every day. And now that I have the line in there with the crease piece, I can just kind of trace right over it and just darken that up a little bit. Keep deepening it up. Always check and make sure your eyes match, especially with a look like this. Carving out that inner circle a little bit where it's dark. Sam, this is such a pretty shade. It really got a little bit lost in this look. I just kind of dabbed it right in the middle. Blended it a little bit over Zero. And then I noticed I wanted to put a little bit more on the other eye. This stuff is so cool. This Glitch liquid shadow that Lethal Cosmetics came out with. it goes with everything. And I just wanted to get kind of a creamier look on my lids and just marry everything together a little bit more. And this is my absolute single favorite inner corner little highlight. You can see it goes on very thick because it is a liquid, so I'm dabbing it with my finger just to kind of blend it in a little bit. Otherwise, you just have kind of a big blotch there. Pat it in really lightly. Checking to make sure they're the same again. A little bit more zero right at the corner. And again, when I'm adding things more like this, it's because I did one whole eye and then I have to match this second one. So I am touching up this other side. Inglot mascara. What did I do without you my whole life? If you're wondering why I didn't do false lashes today, my left eye was a little bit irritated. Removing the shadow shield. This thing really sticks. You have to go slow with it. We'll see how much it pulls. But look at that line. Okay, it's a little messy in the inner corner right there. And look how puffy my eyes are. I'm just using a little pointed Q-tip. I'm actually wearing the Flower Beauty Serum Moisturizing Foundation, so it was really easy to get it off and make sure everything is the same. Now you'll see the left eye underneath is smoked out a little bit more with Derry, so I need to bring this one down a little bit. That's because the shadow shield is a little higher underneath my eye on this side, so I'm just bringing it down a bit. But look at that wing. If you haven't tried the shadow shields, I highly recommend. You can also use them on your lower lip to get a perfect line. I'm using another Q-tip just to clean up anything. With a line like this, you just really have to make sure it's perfect. Q-tips are my best friend with this look. Handbook and Sam in the inner corners just to blend the glitch eyeshadow a little bit into that kind of little indent crease in my inner corner, so it's not just Derry. I want kind of a glowy look over it. I'm doing my lower lashes. I didn't want to do them until I was done smoking out this eye. Guess what? It's the highlighter that I forgot to use yesterday, so I wanted to use it today. Look how huge these pans are. It's expensive, but the pans are huge. I think this is going to last me my whole life. So the highlighter that's purple is actually called Low Light, which is also the name of the palette. This looks. I can't wait to get into this palette more. I just got it recently. Been trying to use up some other highlighters, but I really like this one. I did use my Lunar Beauty blush palette, and I just put on Pink Moon, which is the lightest shade. Always gotta hit the tip of the nose. It's my thing. And a little bit on the tip of the nose and a little bit on the Cupid's bow, especially with that purple lipstick. I used a KVD Everlasting lip liner, but what I did was I filled my entire lip in with it. And then I used my favorite gloss, the Lethal Cosmetics. I just put it in the middle. I want to put a little bit of Gateway in the center. has almost like a greenish cast to it, so it brings the eye and the lip together a little bit. I'm gonna pat it in with my finger to blend it out. How cool does that look? I think this is one of my favorite lips I've done. There we go. Finished look. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have a lot of giveaways coming up. I love this palette. I know it's been out a while, but I love it. And I will see you soon. Bye guys, see you in the next one.